Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. This is John and Jenna with Flippin' Ain't Easy, and I am going to do something that you guys get mad at me about. I have to get this thing turned off. And what is playing? Is that you? Well, hello everyone.
Okay.
Welcome back to
I
the
think
channel.
that's me.
This is
So
John and
sorry
Jenna
about that,
with
everyone.
Flippin'
We got
Ain't
some
Easy.
craziness going on here.
And,
We got a little background going on. It's hard to talk when you hear yourself talking. So hopefully you guys had a good week and are ready for the weekend. I can tell you that it's been kind of back in the groove of things and getting stuff done, getting stuff listed, getting things put up, and and just managing my time, getting back in the groove of that. And you know what? I just feel like there's something going on with the sales, and maybe it's just me, because I don't have access to everyone's data, but just weird sales patterns. Like looking at it 4 days ago, we had a I'll just show you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you about it. I'll just show you. Back on Monday the 3rd of November, we had $811 day. So, okay, feeling good, right? $320 day. This is on the main account. And then 718 on Wednesday. Okay, we're having a decent week. Again, this middle of the week, great middle of the week sales for some reason for me. And then here's Thursday, 161. And today, not a sale since we did our shipping like 9 a.m. Pacific time. So we're working on like 6 hours without a sale. And, it's just a weird sales pattern to me. It's like hot, cold. And I don't know what that means. Now, if we look at the other account, Monday 187, Tuesday 151, Wednesday 274, Thursday bad day $83, and today not a sale since we did our shipping. So I don't know what that's all about. It just kind of feels like the last couple days. And look, I'm not going to measure my business by a 1 or 2 day swing, not even maybe a week, but I'm always kind of looking at opportunities, and I really feel like every day that goes by where you get a bad sales day or no sales, it just feels like it's just opportunities missed. And whether it's within your control or it's something that's happening on eBay side, I guess we're never going to really know about that. But I can tell you, just kind of looking at the news and looking at other people that have really talked about this, and whether it's through some of the comments in the videos, other channels videos, like for instance, here's the eBay seller forum, where someone had posted no sales in 3 days. I've had all sales promoted for years and have increased it. What do I do? What do I do wrong? Good brand, so that's not it. I'm a part-time seller. This person did a check, said your prices look okay. You have a decent amount of items, and they're going through it as well. This other person said that they, in the same string, no sales in 3 days. It's not the end of the world, which I agree with. And so there's another thread here where someone's saying, no sales. Let me go up to the top here, where they said I had not had sales for 9 days, and they checked their listings as well and said that your listings don't look that bad. And there's reasons for no sales or bad sales. Certainly bad listings, bad items, bad pricing, doing the 100-yard dash past your item and taking a photo where it's super blurry is not ideal, and those are reasons why you're not going to get good sales. But if you're like some of these people, like the last couple of days myself and a few others, where you do the right things and you're just not getting the results, then it kind of makes you scratch your head. Now, why could this be? Now, of course, this is all theoretical. I can't prove a darn thing, but I can tell you this, that if you have people out there that are used to getting their food benefits, let's say, what is it? It's at least 20-30% of the population that are getting some form of assistance. And it's a choice between buying this thing that I was going to buy on eBay and feeding my family because I don't have that assistance anymore. That could be some of it. Now, I'm not saying there's no sales. I mean, people are getting sales, but it could be the reason why either you're dealing with slow sales or inconsistent sales. Last month, our sales were super consistent. We really rarely had bad days. We rarely had high days. It was more kind of just a consistent $300 to $600 days and that was fine by me. And that was with me really not having the time to put the kind of listings in that I'd like to put in. And there's one thing also, and then we talk about problems. So you sit up here and talk about all the problems, John. What about a solution? Well, I think talking with the guys on PPP Profit Playbook podcast. Check out the episode tomorrow. It's always a really good episode. I think really good discussion and 4 different perspectives on reselling. But I think what we're kind of learning is something we kind of already knew, but we really didn't understand or have a way to really point it out. Like John would say it, maybe Scott would say it, but there was really nothing other than, it's kind of anecdotal where it's like, I don't know if, I can prove it, but this is what I see happening. But what a lot of people are seeing happening is a really a big spike in sales with a lot of these AI listing programs that's doing the work that they weren't willing to do themselves in order to get the listings up quickly, if that makes sense. So before you had people that were getting a lot of listings up, but failure to fill in all the item specifics. Just throw a random title in there. Let's not optimize it because we got 1,000 of these behind me. We just got to get them done. Maybe no item description at all and only a couple photos, right? So we're learning through tools that optimize these listings that's helping sales as well. But I think we're kind of in a bad place right now with our buyers. I think it's more of a buyer thing than a seller thing. But the things you can do is to make sure your listings are optimized because, hey, you're competing with a lot of these people that are putting more and more of these optimized listings in the market, and your listings are getting pushed further down because your listings may not be optimized. Now, if your listings are optimized, then hey, just ride out the storm. I like to put a lot of extra care in my listings to make sure that we have most of the things that's wanted in the listing. But if you're not optimized, that's the place to start. Want to check out if you're a member of the channel. We have a lot of the members only lives that you can kind of go back to and find out how we recommend people optimize their listings. We go through actual live stores and take a look, and it's not just me critiquing anything, it's other people as well in the chat, and we kind of come to a consensus as to what people need to do better. And I tell you right now, I come across more stores than not that need work on their listings, and that could be the key in 1 or 2 ranks in the search could be all it takes. Someone may never get to your listing because they already found the thing that meets their needs, and you could be in that slot if you happen to just take more time and get your listings optimized. So that's one solution. But again, we have no control. I mean, eBay has they were advertising over the World Series. I saw an eBay advertisement. It's things people love. The things that people love. I don't know how the jingle goes. Sorry, eBay, I got it wrong. But I like it. It's okay. I like the fact that they're advertising during the World Series.
Is it the one where it's showing the bedroom of the girl and she's in there kind of dancing around?
I think so. But it's not like highlighting watches or sneakers or anything like that. So it's a way to turn people on. But the problem is how many Gen Zers, the audience that really doesn't know about you are really spending time watching the Super Bowl or World Series or coming up to Super Bowl. Because, I could see eBay throwing their hat in the ring on that one. Maybe more on the Super Bowl than the World Series. But you got to start targeting Gen Z to get more people that are replacing the people that are leaving the platform. Either the people are dying off because, our generation's getting up there. A lot of boomers were using eBay from the beginning and they're starting to die off. And then, it's just not a known brand for the audience. So we got it, and there's nothing we could do about that. And I'm just hopeful that eBay will finally hear us and get that message out to the younger audience. So in the meantime, we keep pushing forward, and you really want to strive to improve your listings every day. Maybe today work on figuring out how to optimize your listings. And if you don't know how to do that, you can ask AI. to say, hey, show me how to optimize this listing. And it probably, if you do that for all your listings, you're probably going to get a huge boost. So that's kind of where I'm at. I want to know what you guys think. Is there any other factor I'm not looking at? Maybe I'm overlooking the fact that there's something else going on that could be causing a potential Q4 slowdown that a number of people are seeing. But I really do think there is something to it with, I think that they came out with a report saying that there's a record number of jobs that have been lost. A lot of it's due to AI and government downsizing, and of course you have right now people out of work that work with the government, the federal government. A lot of people aren't getting paid, so that could also be part of the concern. Like, you know what? I just got paid. Like if you're in the military, but maybe I ain't gonna get paid here in December, and there may not be a bailout, so I'm gonna wait and hold on to my money until we kind of figure things out. I don't know, but I want to know what you guys think on that. We have Henri Squaw is first for now. That's awesome. You're here first. And we got Mike Mecco says, hi, John and Jenna and FA family. So the lighthouse is not shining on me lately. I've been doing haven't been doing anything differently, but my sales are off this last week, but I'll just keep moving on ahead. Yeah. And I got to tell you, another thing that I'm seeing right now, 2 weeks in a row, I've sourced at about half of the level I normally source at. So I think last week we picked up like 30 items, and this week it was like 25. And that was kind of what I was finding last year. I was stumbling into that. Now, what's different this year, you guys know I have all the stuff that's either in the garage or in the storage unit. So I'm going to try to make that work. But what I was telling Jenna is that I noticed that the quality is just not the same. It's just not the same. It's a lot of disappointment when I'm opening a lot of these boxes that I've been holding on to. So I'm going to make the best of it. But I've noticed, like, for instance, I got 4 HP printers, the Smart Tank printers that were sitting in the storage unit that I got into a pallet. One was it just wouldn't power on, just done. I'm not going to sell that for parts or repair. It's just the base entry, the HP Smart Tank 5000, the base entry. So I think the parts or repair were for like $20 plus shipping. I didn't want to mess with that, so I threw that out. I had another one that didn't have a box. So I stole the box from the one I threw out, and that worked just fine. I had good ink in it, and I listed that for as used. And then I had another one that had brand new ink, brand new heads, all sealed, everything. This printer has never been used, so that's an open box one. I don't know why people would open it and return it that way, but. And then another one, which was I think it's a 7200 series, which is like all the bells and whistles, normally sells like retails for $400. I just listed that for $199, and that thing had under 100 prints on it and full tanks and a really pretty print job. So I'm finding about like 50 to 60% of the stuff that I'm opening from what I was holding on to in the storage unit is worth reselling, but it's still somewhat of a disappointment, a lot of the other stuff that I'm coming across. So I'm just going to have to just muscle through this next 2 months, and like I did the last 2 years, and make the best of it. Derek W. Pat says, I'll take third. Nice to see you, Derek. Duncan says, have a buyer sending me his eBay because he does not want to pay tax. No way.
What?
What does that mean? He's sending you his eBay.
So how does that avoid tax?
I don't know what that means.
Sending what eBay?
Thomas S. says, I'm late to the party, was out playing golf.
Oh, I bet John wants to do that.
I'd like to do
should.
that. I bowled last night. And I have not bowled worse in years. And despite that, my team won all but the last game. And because I threw a split in the last frame of the last game, we lost by 5 pins. So I felt really bad. So you're supposed to go and have fun. I felt like just crappy. So I need to get out and threaten some windows here at the golf course. Thomas S. says, sales have tanked all week, but my golf game is good. So that's 2 people already saying that their sales are kind of slow. Hate to hear it. Brenda Smith says, happy Friday, everyone. I'm working on bag and boarding hundreds of new old stock cranberry labels
Cranberry.
1930s from my dad's estate.
Wow.
What is a
What's a cranberry label?
1930 cranberry label? Is that like from canned goods? I think that's
wow.
probably what that is. So I don't. If you
So is it from the can?
So that's probably Rare Early Massachusetts cranberry label, dog on cranberry box. So that's probably it's old like canned good labels.
People collect those?
So there's 266 labels right now up for sale, and it's not showing me for some reason. That's weird. Let's see. It's not showing me, but I will find out. I want to see what the solds look like. So, well, that's not helping me.
It's not a cranberry label.
Yeah.
Is that one?
No, but no, that's not what we're looking
wine
for.
label.
What's weird is it's like it shows me results here, right? Cranberry labels. It's almost like it's someone's store, but it's not giving me any option to look for the sold. So I don't know. I guess I stopped caring about 5 seconds ago. So we'll move on. But that's what a cranberry label, I would assume, is. We have Keith with us. Thanks for being here with us, Keith.
Hello, Keith.
Thomas S. says, have sales for everyone taking a crap in the last 24 hours.
Yes.
I mean, really, no sales. I woke up this morning, had a couple sales, and I had an offer and some opportunities to send offers.
I mean, to be honest, I think this is the lowest shipping day I've had in a very, very long time.
I mean, heck, on Monday, our mailman's like, is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it. He's like, okay. He seemed to be pretty happy, but I wasn't. Yeah, and I just see that, like the last, at least today, it's been. I mean, you could tell if your sales are on. Even if you're not getting sales, you're getting the looks and the traffic when you get offers. You have opportunity to send offers to watchers, right? And not a whole lot. Maybe one here, 2 there, 3 there. Now, I don't have a huge store, so everyone's going to have a different number that they feel is low. But I think that's another way to gauge like what's going on, because ultimately you're always going to have traffic. You're always going to have window shoppers. You're always going to have people looking, and you're going to have more sales than normal and fewer sales than normal. But how is your traffic to your items? Is it inconsistent? I saw a couple people say where their traffic seemed to be like lower. I didn't look at that yet because, to be honest with you, up until about 40 minutes ago, I was out in the garage getting my hands not only cut from trying to fit a piece of plastic back in, but working with that printer and just the ink. It's just those Smart Tank printers
are just.
Did you use
the Dawn dish soap?
No, I didn't.
You should.
I kind of did. I did use everything. That's the problem. I used everything.
Okay,
so
but the Dawn. Remember the commercial with the oil coming off the duck's back?
The answer is I did.
Use.
The answer is I did use it.
You should use it.
I did use it.
Okay.
That's the answer. I wasn't just using that. I was using other things as well. And what it does is it dries my hand out, and I'm glad I'm done with the printers. Let me put it that way. So I have my photo area, right? So I use that as an area where I do fixing.
Did you make a mess?
Yeah, I made a mess, and of course it's all this it's like PVC paper. So I'm gonna take another strip and put up another strip, and it'll look brand new. That's kind of how I'm gonna roll, and then it works for me. Maybe a strip of that PVC for my photo area will work for about a month and a half, and then it's time to change it out. Yeah. Unless you're doing things like playing with ink. Let's see. Biff says Q4 sales should not be slowing down in the first half of November, but of course it's possible for a number of reasons, some within our control, some beyond. I've learned there's rarely a consensus. I don't know if you continued that, but I get what you're saying, and the only thing that I could say is, if there is really something going on, like maybe let's say 25% of the population is being a little tighter with their money because they have to pay for groceries now. Maybe all we can really do is focus on keep listing. Get more items up. At some point, this government shutdown is going to end, so those people will be back in the fray of being able to buy at some point. And you want to be ready for it. So I look at it as eBay's given me a pause to kind of catch up to getting my store up to 300 so I can keep building. Because I tell you right now, as I've been building my store up, and it doesn't seem like a lot, even from 225 to say 300, where I was at during the summertime 300, I saw a difference in sales. And if you think about it, between 225 and 300, that is like what? That is like adding 25% more to your current inventory. And if you have a good sell-through rate, you're going to see a difference in sales on a daily basis, and that's what we're seeing in the summer. So I just need to get back to that. The problem is I have hundreds of items out in the garage, and most of those items are better suited for the second store, and that's where they're earmarked for. And I'm not going to cheat myself and put lower ASP and lower sell-through rate items in the main store. It's just going to go against everything that I believe in for that store. Keith says, I just done a repair on a DJ mixing CD player combo thing. So that's a nice repair. It took me 15 minutes, and customer paid you 235 pounds.
Wow, that's amazing.
Do you have a place where they can bring this, like a brick and mortar? And maybe you've mentioned that in your videos. I just haven't had a chance to watch anything. Been really busy.
But wait, have you made any videos on what you're doing now versus eBay?
Here's another way to kill your sales. As Thomas is illustrating, he called someone an ass in a message, so that might be why. So that's never a good thing.
Some people deserve it, though. You just got to say it up here and don't say it here.
Yeah, even if you have to type it out, the old adage is type out the nastiest email you have. Physically type it out. But don't hit send. You want to just go back after you're done, get it out of your system, call them and ask 30 times, and then read it, be satisfied with it, and then delete it.
Or say it out loud.
Walk away, get something to drink, come back, and then reply with the real thing.
Like what John and I do. We say it out loud. You stupid, but we don't.
Say it out loud.
Yeah, you do.
No.
Yes, you talk more out loud to yourself than I do.
I don't.
You do.
I'm talking to the people. But
right this moment.
Yes. You hear me saying it out loud right now. That's about it.
Okay, you're being
Keith says, you will see a different format to the videos, too. That's awesome.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Okay.
Speaking of different format, Josh Galt has been, we were talking about it, he's actually been putting in, he said 30 to 40 hours on the last video that he made. And, I mean, you can tell he's really got his video game on, but if you haven't checked it out, go check out his videos. I couldn't watch it. The other day I had his video on, and I could not watch the whole thing because I was literally trying to work. So I have two screens going, really three. One with a little part of it showing the video, another screen for reference, and then my actual work screen. And I had his video playing, but I was so watching his video, I couldn't focus on what I was doing. I had to turn it off, so I don't know.
Why? What is he doing?
He was at some taxidermist or somebody.
Oh, I saw the thing on it. I didn't watch the video, but
so yeah, I just couldn't get myself to finish watching it.
I think he had a short on it.
Let's see. CPR. My EV sales are considered taxable income. Are the items I've bought but not listed yet considered as an expense? Most certainly. But what happens is, and I'm not a CPA, so you can't hold me to it. I'm just telling you what I know. Any unlisted inventory at the end of the year, when you go to do your taxes, you have to account for that value, not the listed value, but what you are into it for. So you might have unlisted and unsold, I believe, too. So again, I'm not a CPA, but it's a cost of goods expense, so you're going to put it in your cost of goods for the stuff you bought for the year, but you still have to account for the stuff that hasn't been sold. Derek W. Pat says, have been thinking about going back to my grocery store to do some retail arbitrage for the Halloween stuff for next year.
I sure hope you've already gone and done that, because our stores don't have Halloween stuff in it anymore. It's full on Christmas.
Yeah. I like I told you guys, I ran into a guy, what was it, a week and a half ago, and he was at the storage units. He had 3 units. Right. One unit had nothing but Halloween stuff, and he was just buying stuff. He was going there to put in the stuff that he was picking up, but he was buying stuff on sale and stuff for all the holidays.
Yeah.
Mike says, doing okay, Derek. Listing like mad. Christmas stuff mainly. Sales a little sluggish this week, so yeah, and that's all you could do, Mike. Is just keep pushing forward.
Oh, you know what I was going to ask Mike? Mike, did you sell all of your Swarovski crystal figurines? Are they all gone?
Tommy says, hello to my always favorite reselling couple duo, and of course the FA family. Thank you for the live and big thumbs up, everyone. Nice to see you.
Tommy.
And while we're at it, talking about hitting the thumbs up.
Yeah, you guys need to hit the thumbs up. Let's go. We've got 50.
Yeah, you're going to get a sale in the next 24 hours.
Come on, you're going to get a sale. I'm going to give it to you. I'll give you what I have to give.
We just put the positive energy
The
out
vibes.
there, and darn it, we're gonna get some sales here out of this.
Well, because I need it too. I already hit the like.
Keith says, I feel sorry for the new VAT rules that's coming out soon if they decide value added. I think it's value added tax, but it could be wrong. That might not be the right word.
Oh.
But it's the extra fee they slap on for international shipments. I got to pay a 10% VAT or whatever.
Is that what Josh does?
Yeah, I think so. I feel sorry for the new. Well, that's a little bit with tariffs, I think. But let's read what Keith says here. I feel sorry for the new VAT rules that's coming out soon. If they decided to lower the limit to what we have heard, that will be the end of a heck of a lot of resellers that make a living on it.
Oh.
And a lot of people would leave. It's sort of like the $600 threshold. Like if you make over $600 in sales on eBay, that was kind of a thing for a little while. It totally scared people away. They're like, no, I'm not going to, even on a personal level, I'm not going to sell stuff in my garage so I can just be harassed by the government. Let's see. Joe Samard says, howdy all. Don't forget, post office is closed Tuesday. That's right. So you still have to ship out on Monday. It's depending on your handling. But if you're like me, have same day handling, we're going to still ship out on Monday. And
yes, to honor our vets. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for your service. Thank you to everyone who has served our beautiful country.
Yes,
We
I
appreciate
echo
you.
that sentiment. Biff says the IRS will ask you about whatever inventory you have remaining, so you account for unlisted, unsold inventory that way. Talk to someone who really knows the details. I am not qualified. I like that. And it makes you wonder, whether it's someone in the chat or someone making the video, they have to give that disclaimer. I wonder who's been sued for saying, no, this is how it goes, and they never use that disclaimer. I'm not a CPA. Go ask one.
Yeah.
And I wonder why that is now a thing.
Well, probably because some people got sued.
I know, but you never hear about
flip
it. Hey all, happy Friday! Nice to see you.
Hey.
I understand this isn't a place for actual tax advice, but you know what? It isn't a place for tax advice, but the way I look at it is, it's a place for people to come together and talk about best practices, right? Or their understanding of it. Of course, you're not gonna take what I say as gospel or what someone says in the chat as gospel. I hope that you're still gonna do your due diligence to find out, but at least is going to give you an idea of what the answer should be, that you'll then double check and say, that's what they're saying. That's right? Or, I guess they're wrong because it says something else here. Mike, thank you for your service, Joe.
Devon, Monday is not a holiday. Tuesday is a holiday. So Tuesday, no mail.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was talking to my carrier, and he's like, I'm off on Monday. I've got someone coming to your house on Monday. You won't see me on Tuesday because
I've got someone coming to your house. He's
got a replacement coming. I don't know who it is, but they're coming to pick up. So that's all I need to hear. Now, there's a chance if this replacement's like a lot of them, they won't show up till like 6:30. Well, by then I've already taken it in.
Yeah.
USPS.
Well, hopefully it's
holiday.
the good replacement.
So here is your holiday schedule. Now we already passed a lot of these dates, but Veterans Day, November 11th, and then Thanksgiving, then Christmas. Those are the last 3 days. So Veterans Day is on a Tuesday. It's always on the 11th, so it could always be a different day of the week. Some holidays like Thanksgiving are always on a Thursday. but Veterans Day is always on the 11th, so that happens to be on a Tuesday. Let's see. Biff says, my only tax advice, if you can't afford an accountant or it's not worth it, try your best and be honest and genuine. Yes, and that's been my thing. I don't really seek out a CPA or a tax person because I've been doing my taxes every year and it sucks. But I feel like I kind of want to be like have a clear understanding of what is happening within my business, is how it's affecting me, and when I'm in there doing the taxes myself, I have that understanding by, I'm putting all the numbers in. I'm going, damn, I can't believe I bought that much, or I can't believe we spent this much in supplies or shipping, and it kind of gives you an unstated goal in your head, like maybe I need to cut this down next year. Where if you're not in tune with what you've spent the previous year, you're pretty much going to keep doing the same things. What were you going to say? You forgot.
Okay.
That's what we know.
Maybe with having my reseller Genie this year, it will help.
Yeah, it'll help. It keeps track a lot of things too. I don't have anything linked up like our accounts and stuff to it. Not our personal accounts. I'm talking our accounts like eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, but I did a deep dive into it to really be able to answer that question. Because I don't know if you can put your personal accounts in your.
What do you mean by personal account?
Your bank account, your credit card, all the expenses. Like if I go out and buy
no.
supplies.
I'm just talking about eBay.
Yeah, eBay, Mercari, Poshmark. Yeah. We've got Derek W. Pat's done 5 gift memberships,
and we've got 5 new members, which is Cheryl Ross, Hilton Page, Garden Cats TV, BD Vending Services, and Marketplace Boutique.
Well, thank you,
congratulations,
Derek, and thank you.
Thank you, Derek.
It's not working, is it? Oh, there it is. That
was weird. And Duncan,
you can do it.
You can do it.
Thank you. And here's the deal: we have a lot of people that are members. Many that are gifted. You get 30 days to go and check out the members only content. Some of the lives, I think there's a wealth of information. Again, I'd love to do those lives for the masses, but there is no way we're going to get the level of participation if I make it just a standard live stream like I do right now. So we have it under a $2.99.
Duncan told me to be quiet. He's shipping. You don't ever tell me to be quiet. Okay, sir?
You can do it.
Wow. Anyway, consider becoming a member of the channel so you can check out that content and be a part of the next one. I think we're going to do next Wednesday, or this coming Wednesday, the 12th. So, I may do Tuesday or Wednesday. I haven't decided, but we're not doing anything on Tuesday on Veterans Day, right? Are we? Gonna be Tuesday or Wednesday. I haven't figured it out
It's
yet.
probably gonna be more so Wednesday because
I want to do another members only live, and there's so many things that we can talk about, so many things we can dive into, and I like the fact that you guys really showcase your stores. I learn a lot from it, rather than just giving you a bunch of people that maybe sell similar to what I sell. I see what you guys are doing, how you're selling it, and I'm learning as well. We have Derek again. Oops, sorry. Trying to hit the button. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you for the $15 super chat.
Thank you, Derek.
You are outstanding. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You didn't have to do that.
Mix Mercantile says, hey, John and Jenna, gonna have to miss the live today at the casino again.
You better make that money.
Hit that jackpot. Enter to Flip It says, so my sales have finally picked up. They had crashed at the beginning of the week, but yesterday and today have been good. Poshmark and Etsy too. That's strange. So you're having kind of the opposite thing that we're seeing.
What was Dad's birthday?
My dad's birthday is today, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know it's right now.
Yeah.
Like,
It is today.
Well, happy birthday. Happy heavenly birthday, Dad.
Christopher Nutter says, hi. Nice to see you, Chris. And Thomas S. says, after dinner coffee so I can push out 10 to 15 listings before I crash and burn. There you go. Callie Deb says, hello and happy Friday, all. Hopefully
Happy
everyone is having a
Friday.
good week.
Were you guys guessing our colors?
Blue shirt for
Well,
John.
funny thing is we actually do
Tree
match.
cat. Got the tree cat stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
we kind of do.
And mine just
And it wasn't a plan thing.
compliments
Wasn't a
his-
plan thing.
His tree cat.
So tree cat pays you sell. We'll be talking about that here in a minute. I'm still waiting, and I don't know. I sent an email because I have all the people who've signed up through the end of October, except for the last couple days. So I don't know. I didn't get that yet. So we'll have to do the drawing for that on the next one on Monday, hopefully. That if I get that list. But I've kind of run into kind of a conundrum on that, on how to do the drawing, because here's the thing. They're going to send me a list of email addresses that people signed up with. And I don't want to just say, okay, we're going to pull, because that's probably the way we're going to do it, is pull a random name or something. But I don't have a name tied to that email address. So I'm going to probably have to just say, hey, if your email starts with an A and ends with a Z or whatever it is, hit me up because you won. It's going to be weird. But nonetheless, we're going to give away that card, not today, but as soon as I get that list. I'll work it out. And someone will be the proud recipient of a $100 gift card. That's on the next live, I believe. But today, we're going to give away a hat and a shirt at the end of the program, so stick around, and that way you can be involved in that.
Yeah.
Hill Valley Vintage says, sorry about your Raiders, John. First time since 76, both teams had more penalties than first downs, not rubbing it in. I'm a Giants fan. I believe that saying goes, misery loves company. You know, our team is a hot mess. You know, look, I'm an Angels fan. I'm a Raiders fan.
Everybody's a hot mess.
And it's look, I'm just used to it. But here's the thing. When that time comes, because this is what was happening with the Angels back in the 90s and the early 2000s, it's like, we're never really there. We just, had a lot of promise. We won the Super Bowl in 2002, and that whole journey was sweet. That season was awesome. So it makes those seasons worth it. JRKR says sales are very slow, unfortunately.
Hello, Jen.
I hate to hear that.
Yeah.
Anybody out there is just killing it in sales as compared to maybe the last week or two? I'd like to hear from you, because I'd like to be someone to dispel, and it's going to take more than one person, but I'd like a number of people to say, John, I don't know what you're talking about. My sales are better than they have been. Megan Farrell says, happy Friday.
Hello,
nice to see you, Megan. And it's too hot to do it for
Too hot.
Duncan.
You can do
You
it.
can
Andre
do
Spa
it.
says, howdy, John, Jen, and FA chat.
Hello,
Nice to see-
hello.
We saw you you were number one.
She was first.
Keith says, your intro volume's still a little low, but your voice is fine. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm going to tweak it.
Yeah, he's got to do some edits on
I got to
that
do a
thing
lot of
anyway.
tweaking with this whole live stream
Tweaking,
anyway.
twerking.
We got to change it up. But again, now that we're back in the flow, I can maybe take the time to do it. Duncan says, John been arguing with AI again? No, not lately.
No,
Not lately.
not the last couple days.
Flip It Good says happy Friday.
Flip it
And
good.
Viv says good evening, folks, from Southwest France.
Well, hello.
From
It's
Francais.
So nice to have you here.
Je ne sais parler français.
What did you just say?
I said I don't speak French.
Oh.
I think I said it wrong, though.
Funny thing is, in high school, you have to take a foreign language, right? Well, I took Spanish twice and failed both times, and I took French, and I passed. I don't know, none of it stuck, so I could not. And they gave us French names in that class, and my name was Genevieve.
Really?
Yeah.
How about this? Espèce de chameau. I think that is not a nice thing, I think, but I don't know what that is. I don't know what I just said.
I don't know what you said.
But you know, Viv, if I said something. Watch LDN says, hello all. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Duncan VR says, I sold too many items now. Low on stock again.
Oh no, you better put that order in.
So you sold so many items that you can't do it, but you're going to buy some more so that...
You can do it!
Henri Squaw says, my eBay sales are non-existent. What?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
You butchered eBay.
My eBay sales are non-existent. Jody Wilbur says, hi, John, Jenna, and FA chat. Decided to change things up today. Taking photos instead of listing while I listen. Hope you all have a great weekend.
Yes, I hope you have a great weekend.
Well, taking photos is the first part of it, right?
Why is John swearing in French? Did you say a swear word?
I think so, but I'm waiting for Viv to confirm what espèce de chameau is.
Duncan is the one that caught it.
Thomas says, Thursday and Friday bombed on me too. They might be doing an update. Maybe.
Oh, God. Them and their freaking...
Come on, Viv. Tell me what I said. Grams from Grams and Pops Vintage is hey from Freezing, South Dakota.
Freezing. Ooh, do you guys have snow yet?
I want some freezing. We have 80 degrees right now.
Yeah, we're not bad. We're not hating life right now.
Duncan says, hit the like for your free crickets and cicadas, inads and returns for Duncan.
All for Duncan.
David Pentland from Scotland says, hey, John, Jenna, in chat, my sales are up 30% of the month.
Nice.
So have you done anything differently? Or are you just noticing you're getting more sales out of the blue? James Jungle Safari says, hello, John, Jenna, and FA family. Nice to see you, Jane.
Hello, Jane. How are you?
Thomas says, take advantage of the low spots to get the listed number higher. And
Devon!
We have Art by Act. The patterns are so obvious of manipulation by eBay, you can almost predict it. Currently on a downslope, eBay being lowest.
Today being lowest.
Today being lowest. So I agree that there's some things happening behind the scenes. I just want to know I guess we'll never know this, but maybe collectively we can, bang our heads together. Why? Why would eBay just kill sales for some of their sellers, maybe not others? Is it are they giving everyone a chance? Like, okay, we're going to kill this person's sales for a couple days to give these people a chance to get some sales. It's sort of kind of stringing us along.
That's
like,
so annoying.
What is?
Why can't they just...
I'm just guessing. I don't necessarily think that's happening. I'm just thinking out loud. Why? The question is, why would eBay throttle sales? It's that lighthouse effect, right?
They shouldn't be throttling
Why would there
anybody.
be any of that going on? Why is that a thing, or even a thing in anyone's mind, for that to be even happening? Because we had 2 great sales days for no reason. I mean, it's not like I haven't been replenishing my store. I added an Xbox One S that is in excellent condition. I added a couple great printers. I've added probably better merchandise than I've added in the last week, and none of those things have sold yet. So, hey, I don't know.
I say it's time for a nuclear...
No nuke. Not right now. Devon says, I have 1 sale pending. They will not pay.
Oh.
And it could be they may not be able to pay.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something wrong with their account. They don't have enough money in there. Could be that they don't have the right card on file. Could be a lot of things. That maybe they thought they had the right card on file, but they got a new card. Could be.
And maybe they didn't even realize that their payment didn't go through. And so, they're obviously not in touch with their notifications for eBay.
Zelcor says, hey, how's my favorite couple?
Hello.
Well, thank you for being here. We're doing fine. Anna Panda
Hello,
says,
Anna.
Monday was a record day for me in good sales, but the rest of the week was very slow.
Oh.
And that's kind of
where we are.
Yeah, I mean, we had another good day, but for no rhyme or reason. It's like I was looking at some of the things that sold on Wednesday when we had the good sales day, and I'm like, half of these things have been sitting in my store all summer. So like, what? There's nothing special that sold considering some of the things that I did list. Tyrone Kendrick says, you would be surprised to find out how many of your customers work for the federal government. All of them are not getting paid, which means they won't be buying stuff on eBay on top of what you just touched on.
Yep.
I think that's what we all need to kind of realize.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we put the onus on eBay as, that lighthouse effect thing. Maybe it's not. It has nothing to do with that. Maybe like someone had posted on one of the, and I don't have the link for it, but on one of the seller forums, that they saw that their traffic was down 30%. That makes sense. What kind of gets me is that, for no reason at all, your traffic will stay the same, but your sales will be all over the place. Mm-hmm. That's just weird to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just the luck of the draw. You're getting lucky on some days, and some days maybe there's an element of luck to this whole reselling thing. Mm-hmm. But what you can't, unless the numbers are wrong, and we've had that discussion too, where eBay's shown us incorrect and they've changed their traffic numbers. Unless those numbers are wrong, if they're correct, then, if you're seeing a lower number of people that's even looking at your items, that certainly would be a downturn in your sales. Yeah. Kenneth Oro says, what is TreeCat? Well, we'll do a little blurb near the end of the show, but want you guys to know that TreeCat is really the most evolved cross-listing software out there right now, and they're adding more and more features. And you see right here, I'll get your remark off the screen. You pay as you sell, so you don't pay like a $69.99 a month, and to access this software. You pay $0, and you only pay when you have a sale that is delisted from TreeCat. And there's other things. If you use some of the features and you get a sale, you pay like 50 cents to begin with. But if you use my code, you get it cheaper than that. And also for the next 2 months and they told me that you guys can go in and do this if you want. For the next, through the end of this month, you'll have until, if you sign up, they'll give you till the end of January. Mm-hmm. And if you get a ton of sales, you're not going to be billed for it. So essentially, you're getting free software, cross-listing software for through the first part of 2026, at least the first month. So, yeah. But we'll talk about it more here a little bit later. Duncan says, Jenna, you can do it. Mm. And Mike G says, had back-to-back $100 some days, Tuesday and Wednesday. My sales are meh since end of August. I was cranking before then. I'm beginning to accept this is for my store. Tech job losses, federal shutdown, etc. Less traffic. Yeah. And it's like not really talked about, but I watched a video. What is his name? Is it a value added tax resource man guy, whatever the hell his name is. But he came out with a video. Let's see if I could find it here. It's Clear Value Tax. He came out with a video that was talking about how there's a record number of job losses, and a lot of it has to do with AI. People are getting replaced. A lot of tech
jobs.
Yeah, people are getting replaced with AI, and where are those people going? How are those people making ends meet? I often kind of wonder, are those people even venturing into reselling? Maybe they don't even think it's a thing. Like your average person, you go up to them, they ask you, well, what do you do for a living? You tell them reselling, and they look at you like you just got the plague. And maybe people don't think of it as a viable way to make a living. Maybe we need to keep that secret. Devon says, I have not been sourcing that much. Went to Savers today and found a Burberry scarf. It could be a blueberry color scarf, or a Burberry scarf. $4. I am 90% it's real. I will get it authenticated.
Ooh, that'll be interesting.
And if it's not real, you can always say it's a blueberry scarf. Henri Squaw says, I have always filled out the item specifics, and I do descriptions.
I do.
But are your photos doo-doo? Are they
Honey.
good? What? You cannot be doing the 100-yard dash past your item. I've seen it happen too many times. I'm sure she's doing fine. Yeah. Duncan says, I really struggle keeping the listing numbers up. Too many sales. Yeah. That's a good thing to have. Travis in Dallas says, I've heard about all the listings people are able to get up, but I don't hear anyone talking about the money they're making from it.
That was my thought. Exactly, Travis.
Well, like Beard,
what is the outcome?
I'll tell you, like Beard was talking about, he had listed like 3,000 of his CDs, and he said he sold in 11 weeks. He sold 800. That's pretty good, right? I think AI certainly has a place, but I just think that you got to handle that carefully. The only way I would ever really dive into such a endeavor of like buying a bunch of clothes or CDs or something like that, is if my base stores were taken care of. If I had free time, like an extra hour or two after my 2 stores were, I was able to get the merchandise on the stores, but maybe to play just to see how well it works. But to be honest with you, I mean, if you're doing well on your main store or even your second store, why not just do more of that? That's kind of my mindset behind it. That's why I've never really kind of followed the trend of trying that stuff. I don't want to hurt my main source of income to try a new thing. I'm not motivated to do that. Callie Deb says, I stopped one of my automated promotion campaigns. I kept one at a small percentage running because I didn't want to stop everything at once. My sales cut off for 4 days and now sales are great. Okay.
Oh, good. That's wonderful.
So, look, you're still promoting. And as we talked about, if you look at your listing quality report, that's going to give you some answers, because the one thing that people don't talk about enough is the reason why do you even bother promoting. I mean, it's a money grab for eBay, but in actuality, the reason why you promote is because of competition. So it's one way you can help eBay give you more boost in your in the best match search, and help you get a jump on your competition because you're willing to pay them more money. But I think sometimes we use suggested promoted listing rates, which I think is outrageous. I would never ever have anyone do that. Why do I say that? Because all you have to do is pull up your listing quality report, and it'll show you your top 10 categories that you sell on eBay, and it'll show you in each one of those categories, it'll show you the average percentage that the top 10% of sales in that category use. Okay? So if you're using, and I'm guilty of this too, like I have an average of 9% in some categories where it's only 6%. That means, in theory, that's an average. 6% is an average. So you have some people doing more, some people doing less. But I think you want to stay just a tad above that average. So instead of doing 9, I would probably see the same amount of results at 7. If you are at the top of a best match search with your current rate, it makes no sense to go higher to pay them more if you're slow in sales. Where are you going to go? I mean, you can't go any higher than the first slot, right? So why would you think, okay, my sales are slow? And I'm not saying you're doing this, Callie Debs, but there's a lot of people that think, well, maybe I need to use the suggested because my sales are slow. But if you see that most of your sales are like within the first 10 to 20 slots, and sometimes in the top 2 or 3, what kind of your buyer's seeing your item? They're just choosing not to buy it for whatever reason, or maybe they're not even searching for it. Henri Squaw says, I accepted an offer yesterday and it never went through, and today it says expired after 1 day. That's odd, because
that's weird.
You have options. I think you have 7, 14, 28, and I don't know, maybe it's more than that. I don't know. I only leave it at 7 days, but only 1 day, huh? Devon says, my dog is the R word. He decided to bark at everyone outside upstairs at my house. I walk in the door and our dogs will start barking at me, and it's like, you can see me. It's not like you don't know who I am, and it's just the weirdest
I don't know
thing.
if he can really see you or not.
Maybe he's half blind and we don't know
I
it.
really think his eyesight is bad, because when I go to give him a treat, he like backs up. So weird.
But we have, and I want to acknowledge Wolfman's Goodies with the super chat.
Goodies!
Thank you so much, Wolfman.
Thank you.
We appreciate you guys. There's super chat or not, we appreciate the super chats, but there's so many people out there that are either in the chat that we talk to, and we make a point to acknowledge that you're here with us, which is I get teased about it, or I get told that you don't have to go and read everyone's comments, and I don't have to. It's hard to, with the 100, we have 156 people watching right now. It is very difficult to read through as many comments as we read, but we want to acknowledge you. You guys took the time to come in here and talk to us. We're not going to ignore you, but the other people that are just watching, that are watching after the fact, or not even able to, or just choose not to comment, we appreciate you guys as well. So thanks for being here. Biff says AI shopping assistants will probably do more for eBay than any eBay ad. I want to know more about that. So I can't fake it like I know exactly what you're talking about. Well, AI shopping assistants, I hear people talking about it, but
I don't know what
is
that
that like
means.
going into like my Perplexity AI browser, the Comet browser, and saying, "Hey, I'm looking for this Barbie." We'll use that because I love Barbies. You guys know that, and help me find it at the best price. Is that kind of what you're talking about? Travis in Dallas says, are there people out there saying, wow, my sales have skyrocketed since I started using an AI lister? I've heard that, but see, this is why, and I'm not doubting what anyone's saying, so I don't want to get misquoted here, but this is why I won't make statements about what we earn without showing you guys what we earn. So on almost every live, you guys are probably tired of us showing you, yeah, we made this week. This is what we made on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Because I want you guys to understand that, we're not just saying something to influence you. I'm not saying that's what these people are doing. They very well may be. Some of the people I've heard said that, yeah, they're doing well with AI, but I just haven't seen anything to be able to corroborate that. I just know what works for us, and AI has its place, because people say, well, you use AI, what makes your use of AI any different? It is different. We use AI to help. It's about information for us. It's not about speed of listing. It's more about getting an accurate listing, accurate bullet points, accurate whatever we need to complete the listings. Our listings are, I'd say, much better now for AI than they ever have been, because there's times in the past that I'm like, I don't know anything about this item, and I don't know other than a model number that I can't seem to get any information on. AI will dig very deep and find. I haven't had a situation where I wasn't able to find something on a listing either using Google Lens. And if that can't find it, because there's been times I haven't been able to find it, I can throw in something, and AI is able to give me not only what it is, but give me a really good item description that helps not only me, but my buyer understand what it is that I'm selling. Thomas! I just keep doing that for some reason. It does it. Put some money away from French lessons. That was terrible. Ask AI for help.
And Duncan said it was too vulgar to repeat.
I'd love to know what
did you say?
I don't know, because see, remember, I took French like for 3 different semesters. I took French 1, 2, and 3, and this shows you what the hell I got out of it.
That's absolutely horrendous.
I mean,
I really hope you didn't say anything dumbass.
I may have because
That's embarrassing.
I can barely speak English. What? You guys know that. English is my first language, and I can barely tackle that. So, what the hell? Duncan says, Amazon is picking up here. Ordered something the other night at 8. Was delivered the next morning at 10. You can't beat that. And especially the fact that that's what's happening. Amazon is getting their game together for you guys in Australia, whereas eBay...
Oh, they have Amazon there?
Yeah, but it was never on the level that we see it as, I can't tell you how many items that I've ordered from Amazon in the morning, and they said it was going to be here between 10 and 2. It's like, that's amazing. I can order something this morning and have it there in a matter of hours. eBay, it's never going to be like that. And so eBay is always going to be behind the 8 ball against Amazon, but they've been operating behind the 8 ball for many years. Devon's lagging on sourcing, and I agree, quality is not the same. Mm-hmm. It just isn't. I've got a lot of stuff that I have to go through. I have a lot of vacuum cleaners. It's just like I lost my damn mind. But we'll get through it. We're gonna have we have something to fall back on.
Quite often during your choosing of products.
Well, you remember at the time earlier this year, I was okay with getting a lot of the vacuums because I was going to part. I'm going to have to part some of these out. That's kind of how we're handling it. Archie took some, sold some locally, but I'm going to have to. The quicker I can get through the crap that's accumulated on these racks, whether it's parting them out or getting them listed on the main account, the faster I'll have those racks to expand the business. That's kind of the plan. Classic Phase says hi and happy Friday. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Classic Phase. Zelcor says, whatever you call it, I'm down $29,000 for this year, where my costs are about the same except for shipping. Now, are you getting the same stuff? Because that could contribute to it. Or maybe if you're not getting the same quality of stuff, I think sometimes we just list what we can get, and it may not be as good. I think we can all kind of look back at a time where we were getting some really good stuff. I mean, I think of 2019 where when I was buying pallets, I mean, we had 130 AirPods, and at the time, in used condition,
good days.
those things were selling $125 a pop in used shape, and all we did was we refurbished a lot of them. Some of them were like brand new condition. Some of them were like Wax Cake City.
Okay.
And
oh my God.
yeah, that doesn't do it for me. It used to bother the hell out of me. Now Wax Cake doesn't bother me anymore.
I saw, I don't know where, but they have a earwax cleaning tool for AirPods now.
Really?
Yes.
Well, people need to use them. Thomas S. says, 2 big sourcing events coming up for me. Entire house private pick of a collector who passed away, and an early access estate sale trip. I was supposed to be done buying for this year. Oh, well.
You know,
So
when the opportunities arise, you got to take them.
But I would say, and see, there's 2 ways to approach a pick like this. To me, it's like, do you have a ton of inventory? Like, if I was approached by somebody, I would be like, kind of like, yeah, I'll go and I'll buy the good stuff, but the questionable stuff I'll leave behind. But if you have maybe limited inventory, I'm not saying buy the crap, but if it's kind of borderline, maybe try to work that in your deal if you can. Or you can always do the thing that I like to do, and that is how much for all of it. Just let's not bicker over 1 or 2 items. If you like a lot of what they have, get a deal on all of it.
That could be. I got a sale.
See, you hit the like button.
I did, and it's $105.
And that's a skill saw thing.
So
yes,
it works, people.
Biff says, I'm going to take a run at my all-time 90-day high by the end of the year. There's still lots of people with money for historical collectibles. Yes, people want that stuff. And I have, when I was selling, when I had those police patches last year on the secondary account, I bought all those police patches from Pete, Craigslist Hunter.
Didn't you have some of those this year, too?
It bled into this year.
Okay.
But I had a couple that they bought. It's the civil defense patches from like World War II era that a museum bought for me. The Civil Defense Museum bought for me in Texas. So that was kind of cool.
Yep.
Reef the Sea Forever says, hello. Nice to see you. Reef the Sea Forever. Derek W. Patz has just paid for the roof to stay over my head for another year. Darn those taxes.
Oh.
Yes. But, you know, it is
it
what
sucks,
it is.
But it is what it is.
Reef the Sea Forever says sales have tanked here as well. Mike G says, I've already cut my sourcing back accordingly and just going to make profits off my back stock. I'm already downgrading my income for next year. You know, ultimately, whatever that number is that you need to make reselling work, that's what you need. And so, you know, maybe that's only $3,000-$4,000 take home. Maybe it's a couple $1,000s. Maybe you need more than that. Maybe you just want to make as much as you can. But everyone's going to have a different strategy to get there. Reef the Sea Forever says it went from hundreds of dollars to tens of dollars.
Oh.
Weird. Huh. Keith says, don't forget, guys, I will be on the YouTube channel called Car Boot Chris.
Oh,
the
that's
Everything
right.
Reselling podcast about why I quit eBay and what I did to replace it.
When is that going to be, Keith?
Yes, and so that's the link, Car Boot Chris. But, yeah, I would like to know when.
Yeah.
Now, as far as
Is it going to be a live or a video? Sorry.
We can't do Veterans Day because we're going to be on Nurse Flipper's channel on Veterans Day that evening.
Oh.
So make sure you go and tune
Okay,
in. We're going to be on the hot seat on Nurse Flipper's channel. So that's
I don't like
Tuesday.
hot seats.
I got it. I got this.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I'll
if they ask questions about me, you'll be quick to answer anyway. So you're good with that. You always got something to say. Brenda says they go on the
Not
wooden
always.
cranberry boxes. Okay.
Okay.
So it's not a
I see. Just like the crate that I have in the living room that holds dog toys.
Mm-hmm.
That crate.
Zelcorp says, what's listed value and quantity? Mine is a total of 484,000, 19,000 listings.
Holy moly.
Wondering where I am at a higher, lower, or middle today. No sales. It's so weird.
Wow,
no
that's-
sales, 19,000 listings. That is crazy to
That
me.
is wild.
Now, you have 400. Now, I don't know if you're charging. I don't know if you're charging shipping on top of that, or if that's free shipping. But if we have, you're at about a $25 ASP. So, I mean, you're right. You're right there. It's fine. But I don't know why you're not selling. Reef the Sea Forever.
Yeah, that's. It seems like with that many listings, it just, I don't know. It just seems smells really sus about that.
Well, again, you know, if you have no buyers or you have fewer buyers on the platform, we're going to see fewer sales. Let's see. Joshua Isbell says, I have been slow. I do auctions. Sometimes I get sales.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we've done that before where we did some auction. It's been a while, but done auctions, and that kind of triggered, changed up the algorithm.
I mean,
or something.
take this time to build up your store. You know, it's like maybe things will improve over the next few weeks. I mean, you're going to be dealing with Black Friday. That's strong for some people, but if someone like me who's like the printers that I've been listing, right? So the printers that I've been listing, you might have some brand new printers being offered that are similar quality, similar models at the same price point as I'm selling a used one. I'm going to probably suffer. But if you're selling things that, people want, and this is the time of year where wants do well because they're buying for other people for gifts, then there's a good chance that you could take advantage of that. So we'll just have to hope that the job market and this whole I like to see the government.
You need to get the fuck to work.
I mean, I like to see the
That's
government
all I
reopen.
gotta say.
I just get the government reopened already.
Sorry,
So
excuse my effort.
you could have done it without saying
I
the
know,
F word.
sorry.
So Biff says people collect everything. Labels from fruit crates and cans have long been collectibles.
Oh.
Uh,
I guess I'm just too young to appreciate those type of things.
One sale for Jane, and Reef the Sea Forever says old oil cans sell good. That's interesting.
Oil?
Got Jerry Johnson. Nice to see you, Jerry. Hi, John, Jen, and
Hi,
FA
Jerry.
Chat. My sales are slow.
Oh.
Thomas says, I got 3 sales since I've joined the live. Maybe the tides are turning because you hit the like button. I'm telling you.
I told you I would give it to you. I told
Reef the
you.
Sea Forever says, are people not spending as much? Groceries and food is so high.
Yeah, grocery food is high. It's ridiculous.
Let me give you guys a little tip here. This is not reselling related, but it's something that I've noticed. If you guys have Amazon Prime, okay? Like I bought the quilted, I ran out of my quilted, well, I guess it's reselling related in this, that I bought the quilted pillows for our packing. We just ran out one day. I'm like, oh crap, I didn't know I was that low. So I went on and I ordered this quilted. It said it was going to be there tomorrow, and then it popped up with, if you want to buy these groceries, we'll ship those too. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting free shipping on this. So let's see. Oh, look at that. They had sour cream for like $1.97. They had like all kinds of stuff.
Coffee creamer.
It's coffee, big old thing of coffee creamer for $5. And it's like, this is just as cheap as the same price as when I go to the store, but there's no fees on it. I ordered like $20 worth of stuff, and that was going to be here within hours, and I didn't have to. I just paid for whatever it was. There's no marked up fees like you get with Instacart or anything like that.
Yeah.
So just a heads up for you guys. If you have Amazon Prime, give them a look. I know sometimes they'll say you have to have a minimum of like $65, but if you couple it with an item like that, like the quilted wrap, which is not a food item, it still kind of counted that.
What I don't like though is that they broke up the order as far as deliveries. Like some of it came at a certain time, and then about 4 hours later another something came, and then wasn't it something else that we ordered didn't come until the next day? That was my coffee creamer.
Yeah. But it was all good.
Yeah.
Reeve the Sea Forever is nice, Thomas. I was like that last week on fire and sales, and this week is ghost sales. Oh, that's no good.
Yeah.
Christopher Nutter had 9 sales today, 13 yesterday, and 18 the day before that.
Yes!
So you're taking all my
You
sales.
got all the sales, Christopher.
You're soaking in it, John. Palm olive. Remember that? Remember those commercials? That was their selling point. That,
Oh, with the woman with the nails.
yeah, you
and she
stick
soaked-
your fingers in there. And
Yeah. Nah, that palm olive is trash.
You'd say I've got
compared to
ink on
Dawn.
my hands, right? On my fingers. So maybe I need to do a little palm olive action.
Well, palm olive, I think, is because they say it leaves your hand soft. But he has what is psoriasis?
I have some psoriasis. I'm going to,
Yeah.
on Monday, I'm going to a dermatologist.
Yeah.
Got a little thing right here. I guess many of you guys may have noticed, like a little, oh no, it's right here. Little bump right here. That might be like something that's not supposed to be there. It hasn't gone away, so it's time to get that looked at. And then maybe they can tell me what's going on with this, because the stuff they give me is like, it's just passable.
It's just a cream,
yeah.
and it comes and goes.
Mike G says, my traffic is terrible since end of August. I haven't been this low of traffic since September 2023, back when I was rebuilding my store.
Wow.
And you're still doing all the same things, right? Still the same promoted rate and all that. Gail Carlson says, my sales tanked last week. Sent offers, but no takers. Jenna was talking about it. I'm not going to do it. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you noticed that. I would normally say to do a nuclear reset. Now, I just got through doing a nuclear on the main account, like by accident, like 2 weeks ago. So it's not something you do all the time. But if, and there's a couple reasons why I do this to get things going again. If something happened in the background about your item or your store, maybe something happened with your store, it got like cataloged funny, or something was happening in the background, because this glitches like crazy on eBay, and some we'll never know about. I'm not going to take the chance, and I'm not going to sit back and wait. I will do a nuclear reset, wipe the whole thing out, and relist all of it. Now, caveat, you're going to have enough listings to pull this off, and maybe it's worth upgrading to the next store. Maybe it's not. It's something you have to figure out. But doing a nuclear reset will give all those items a very temporary boost, right, for 24 to 48 hours. Probably not even that long. I think it's like 12 to 24 hours. And I'll have that new listing tag next to the title. And maybe that'll just reassign it as a new item, and it's new life and not associated with what you had going on. I mean, to me, if I saw a huge downturn in sales for no rhyme or reason, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing everything that I can to make sales happen again. Government still shut down? Yep. And we got Tree Cat says, hi, John, Jenna, and FAE. Beautiful people. Nice to see you guys.
Michelle.
Go check out treecat.io, guys, and use the link down below in the box down below, and use my code to save some money. But get the first, and my code's the only one doing this, you get the first 2 months of usage for free. Brady Bunch says, or Biff says, John, if you want to increase the items in your store, just raise your prices, which will slow your sales, which will mean that I will outpace eBay in listings. So it's okay. It's okay. Really, my problem right now has been finding enough good stuff to put in the main store without. I don't want to build this store without getting the good stuff in there. I don't want to cheat. I tell people all the time, I mean, you can build whatever size store you want, but it's really all about the value you're putting in there. And I like to try to put a certain value in my store every day when I can. But sometimes I'm finding, like lately, that I just don't have enough stuff to add. Henri Squaw says, my sell-through rate was on the rise until November.
Well, we're
So
still
you're running
in
out of the
November.
good stuff? Well, until November started, probably. Reef to See Forever, never a good thing, LOL. CPR says, I respect anyone that can turn eBay into a full-time job. Good job, y'all. It's possible. It's possible. It ain't easy.
It ain't easy,
what I'm
but
saying.
it is possible.
Reselling on its face is easy. Making it work full-time is not easy. It's not It's not rocket science, but it involves, searching for adequate and consistent sourcing. It's being consistent yourself, having a schedule, having a process in place. And a lot of people, they just wake up in the morning and they just kind of list as they go, and that's not how you do it. Keith says, I think I'm the only Flippin' Ain't Easy fixture and fixings that don't sell on eBay. That's here every week.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
And we love you and we appreciate you.
Yes.
Yes.
Reef the Sea Forever says, the crazy thing is I'm at 122% up in sales. Well, that's good.
Oh, wow.
Gutted says, not sure if you have heard about the UPS plane that crashed. It's also carrying USPS packages. Yes, it's Louisville.
I wondered about that.
Louisville apparently is a hub, one of the
Yes.
hubs. So it was on its way to Hawaii.
Yeah.
So if you are shipping to Hawaii, I would assume probably from the East Coast, then be prepared. If you see a no activity on one of your packages,
We've
then
had to go to Hawaii in the last 2 weeks.
I know, but they wouldn't send it to Louisville from us.
I know.
So
I'm
someone,
just
that's what I'm
saying,
saying.
it's just a statement.
On the East Coast, though, if you have shipped something to
Yeah.
Hawaii by UPS, and plus we haven't shipped by UPS, might want to take
But
a look.
It says it's carrying USPS.
Okay. So take a look. If you're having somebody that's opening an INAD or not an INR, item not received, that might be it.
Yeah.
And I
I'm
guess
pretty sure eBay will have to cover that.
well, eBay is not going to cover that. What's going to happen is it's USPS is going to cover that. It's going to be a
Well,
lost
that's
package.
what I mean.
Yeah. Devon says, I'm not even getting messages on eBay anymore. What?
Huh?
But that's not a bad thing. Look,
I mean, sometimes it's okay to not get them.
if I get no messages from a buyer, I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
But when I get them, I'm quick to respond. Chris says, Jenna tells John to play golf to blow off some steam.
You know, John gives signs. John is very telling. I can tell when he's upset. I can tell when he's sad. I can tell when something's weighing on his shoulders. He may not be forthright in telling me exactly what it is, but I can see it.
Yeah.
So
I'm human.
I think you really should go play some golf.
Jody says, only sales so far this month were 3 on Wednesday afternoon, 2 eBay, 1 Posh. I'm not a big seller, but would normally be around 10 to 15 sales in a week.
Oh, wow.
So you can see a difference there.
Yeah.
Reef the Sea Forever says, I guess I got to list more. Got to list more. Get it listed. Backyard Mowing says, insanely slow. Jenna Savers had the fake Christmas trees that are already out.
Oh, really?
Well, we got to put up our fake Christmas tree this weekend.
Well, we need to get it down.
We will. We will
Okay.
get it done.
I've already started. I have already... See, you guys, last year I did not decorate for Christmas. I was very humbug, and I did not do a Christmas thing at all. And then this year I want to go overboard.
Well, you told them why you're doing that, right? Because last year I said, look, next year we'll have the kids over. So most of them are coming out with the grandkids, and we'll decorate and stuff. So
Yeah. That's another thing. You have to put the Christmas lights up.
I know.
You were waiting for me to ask.
I
huh?
know. I know it's happening. I just gotta. It's prioritizing my time, and
Well, since we are slow with sales and all,
So no golf.
you can go play golf,
Swir-
and I can get the Christmas lights up.
In it to flip, it says Swarovski. That's the big money I spent on auction a couple of weeks ago. They are selling for me.
Yeah,
There you
they
go.
do sell. I have Mike was very kind and sent me 2 of his little Swarovski crystal owls because I love owls. I collect owl things, and so they sit on my desk.
So that's a big no-no, Duncan. Buyer sending you an email to avoid, to pay through PayPal to avoid all the I don't know if that's going to avoid. I don't even know if that's going to avoid VAT unless they're saying send it like family or friends or something like that. I wouldn't get involved.
I wouldn't get involved in that. That's a crime.
Thomas, not a crime. It's against eBay's policy.
It's a crime.
I only import media from my Jazz Media Store. VAT and duties free for all media. Okay. Ping G says hello, John and Jenna, and the chat.
Hello.
Monday will be a holiday.
No holiday.
Duncan
Monday.
VR says mail delays
Tuesday.
start soon, if not already. Be prepared for upset buyers when items are delayed. Yes. And you can tell them this time of year there's more people shipping things than ever, so please be patient.
And don't we get a little ticker tape on eBay.com that says something about shipping?
I don't know. Duncan says, I like your last video, John, about YouTube income. So a lot of people watch this channel, and sometimes you don't even watch my regular videos, you watch the lives. There's a misperception that us people who make YouTube channels, like, 27,000 subs, you must be really raking in the dough. And that video was more about to dispel that than anything else, and to show you why I'm eBay first and not YouTube first. Because if we're really, you follow the money, right? So what motivates someone to come on here and to sell you a course, or to sell you a consultation, or to have you join some forum, to Patreon or whatever? It's follow the money, right? So what I'm doing is really no different than that, but instead of fleecing you guys, which I don't believe in, I'm going to try to take my efforts and make the money where it's really at, and that's on eBay, right? So that's for some people. They don't want to put their efforts into the reselling game. They want to talk about it, and they want to charge you for it, but they're not willing to put the same time and effort because they can make money off of you. I don't believe in that. So that's hopefully what that video portrays. It did pretty well, but I mean, I just want to get that out there because I get hit with that a lot for people who don't know.
I just had a really good idea.
Better hurry up and tell us before you forget. Hurry, you're going to forget.
I'm going to decorate the Christmas in the back here.
Okay.
Along with our tree that we have.
Where's Jovial?
Yeah, where is she?
I don't know. Derek says, sales have picked back up to my normal sales this week. Thank goodness.
Oh, good.
That's good to hear.
Yes.
Keith says, yes, John was right. Value-added tax where sellers will have to be VAT registered. They're not. eBay will suspend accounts till they are, and they will have to pay VAT on the sales volume every 90 days.
Oh, wow.
That is no good.
That could be very expensive.
Devon wants to know, is there such a thing as a quick flip anymore? Certainly. You just got to find I mean, that's really high demand stuff. What was it that we had listed? I had listed the other day, and it sold like boom overnight, and you're like, I think you had it priced too low. I don't know. I forgot what it is. Thomas says you have to report unsold inventory in a report every year if you are an LLC. That's what I'm told. I don't do it, so I'm not a certified accountant. Sue me if you want. I'm a sole proprietor for myself here, even though I have my business name registered with Nevada. Mike G says, I've heard YouTubers state I buy bunch inventory to offset sales to reduce tax burden. Wrong.
Wow.
Yeah, because you still have to report what you are holding on to at the end of the year going into the following year, right? So what did you carry over of unsold inventory into the next year? That's why you see a lot of times at the end of the year, you have businesses that are selling stuff at dirt cheap because they're trying to move from it. Because they sell a lot of their inventory, then they can go into the next year with the lower number. But now, making investments into like a paper tape machine, a quilted pillow machine, which I advocate anyone who's selling items that are larger. You got your supplies. These are all things that are deductible from the business as an expense that can be used to help your tax burden a little bit. But again, I'm not a CPA, but it's kind of what we do. Mike says, not yet, Jenna, but sales have been picking up with them lately. I still have 25 pieces left out of the original 58. That's the Swarovski crystals. At probable selling costs of $1,500. Should all move by end of the year.
Yeah.
A good buy.
That was a really good buy.
I can see a lot of people picking some of that stuff
Yeah.
up for Christmas gifts.
For sure. Thank you for answering me, Mike.
Andy says, just checking in, boys and girls, going back to the beginning. All right.
Hey, Andy.
Just don't put me on chipmunk mode. I don't do well there. Craig Winan says, hi, all. Nice to see you, Craig.
Hello, Craig.
Angel says, hello. Love y'all's live and channel. Watch y'all every time you drop a video. Well, thank you, Angel.
Well, good.
That's awesome.
Thanks,
Thank you for
Angel.
watching. It's folks like you that, are watching. You may drop in every once in a while, but, you guys are always there, and, kudos to you guys, too. Thomas says, UPS Next Day Air service is relaxed. For your information, don't spend the extra money to get it there before noon. Use Saver until things get back to normal since the crash. Or don't use UPS at all, like we don't. But, of course, you got USPS who might be affected.
Yeah.
Duncan says, quiet, please. I'm shipping
I will
orders.
never
Does that mean that you...
listen
You
when
can do
somebody
it!
tells me to be quiet.
Renee F. says, hello,
Ever.
everybody. Just coming off of a 22-store route.
Wow.
I don't know
you
who
must
I am
be
anymore.
tired.
Get some rest.
Renee, you need a snack and maybe even a glass of wine if that's your thing.
You advocate for that.
I don't, but
Mike
some
says,
people love it.
sales to date is 2,400. Cogs is 225.
Oh,
there you
wow.
go. So you've almost
Excellent.
more than 10 extra money.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if that's before fees, so that's not quite there, but you're getting there. Cheryl Ross is just lurking here, but thank you for the membership.
Oh,
Yes.
very nice.
Thank you to
Hello,
Derek for that.
Cheryl.
And Bachelor Brad had some gas,
He
and
has-
that's what happens.
He has the burpees.
He had to burp so loud that it went through his keyboard and said burp. Duncan says, keep it down, please. No singing.
Oh.
I don't sing, so I agree with you there. We got Craig. Nice to see you. And Sonny.
Sunny.
Hopefully all's well with you and the family, my friend.
We are
Renee F.
we are
says,
praying for you.
record-breaking sales this week. That's awesome. I
But
love to hear that.
We will talk on Tuesday, right?
I don't
Sonny?
know if Sonny's going to be on.
Sunny, will you be on Tuesday?
I don't
Nurse
know.
Flipper?
I don't know. I would hope, but I don't know. Ginger Mill says, in general, you only deduct the cost of inventory when it's sold, not when it's purchased. The cost of unsold inventory is considered an asset to your business a year end for accounting. The way I file taxes is every bit of merchandise that I've bought throughout the year, I account for. Now, I'm not using I'm using the accrual method. And so let's say all the purchases are $20,000. Okay. Let's say I have, of all the purchases, still $1,500 of inventory unsold. Okay. So I report the entire $20,000, but I'm also, there's a line on your Schedule C that you're saying I'm entering in this year with $1,500. And guess what? That's deducted from the software, deducts that. So really, it's like you had $18,500, that is. So I can only tell you again, maybe Ginger Mill's a CPA, listen to Ginger Mill, but I can tell you how TurboTax works. It's the software that I use when I'm doing my taxes, and that there's certainly, that's what's happening with me. VAT, once registered, you'd have to change VAT on your taxable sales. Your cost base may also increase because you'd need to reclaim input VAT on purchases. And this is why I don't sell internationally. Another reason I don't want to deal with that crap. Well, it's another reason. It's another reason why flipping ain't easy. Renee says, my daughter had several breakdowns at school this week. It was horrible. The store ran its own. I didn't even list. That's good.
Tell her that
that's not good, but
we
it's good
love
your store.
her and we give her big, big hugs.
Yes. That
Yeah.
part's not good, but the fact that your store was there to take care of itself is good.
Yeah, that I know that's tough.
We have Pitco. If you sell to customers who can't reclaim the VAT, you may need to increase your prices, which may reduce competitiveness. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sensible Shoes says, I know you guys use FedEx, but are you seeing upcharges to them on eBay? I've had 3 this week. One was a 15-ounce package that got upcharged to 15 pounds. Having to call eBay to get these fixed is ridiculous.
Oh, my.
So a couple things you have to consider with FedEx. What I know about FedEx is if you let's say, because they use some kind of a laser system. So if you are like at 15 inches long, the package, right? But you report 15, but it's like really 15.1. You've underreported the dimensions, and you're going to get hit with a fee. If you use anything other than cardboard, of course, tape doesn't count. But if you use like a poly bag over, or like something over your cardboard, it's going to, they'll still deliver it, but you're going to get hit with a fee.
Oh yeah, they'll send you a bill.
Yeah, so we are very careful. There's been a couple times she's polybagged a box.
Yeah, because
and I'm like, this can't go FedEx.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Let's see. Graham Bates says, "Hey folks, the catch-up crew is here. John gets to speak fast for a while."
Oh no!
Well, I'm sorry that you get to hear me speak like a chicken mouth. I can't speak even regular speed very well, so I don't know how that's going to go.
Ginger Mills extension.
Continue. There's an exception where you can deduct all the. I don't know.
Right there.
Typing on my phone is a pain, but you can deduct all the purchases in the first year of your business and must use that method every year thereafter. Use TurboTax for business. Yeah, I use TurboTax,
I need to.
but there's so many tax rules that you can take advantage of to your favor, and that's why I use TurboTax, because if there's a tax change, I ain't on top of all that stuff. So I just know what it asks me. It'll ask you like a bunch of questions like your CPA will ask you, and you're just filling in the blanks. And to me, that's easy enough. Let's see. Duncan says, "I'll never win the tree cat hat." Well, maybe one day.
You can do it!
Grams and Pops. Graham says, "We've had like 12 to 15 items each day this week, with 1,600 on Wednesday alone." That's awesome. It's really good. Duncan's killing it in sales. My best stuff sold out. I have to list KFC burgers. I will not ask you about Bitcoin, Devon. Since you've asked nicely, I will not ask. Parlez-vous français, monsieur? Yes. Renee F. Both of my stores are way up. They're niche. Did you ever get your paper tape machine working right? Mike, be surfing. Yes. You know, it's weird. I don't know what she did, and I hope this comment doesn't jinx that, but the machine has worked spotless for now the last, was it been a month or so? And yeah, we don't like to talk about it, because the moment it has a moment, it'll just stop, and then we'll be fighting it again. But every time I go in there, I wonder, is this the moment where this machine is going to start acting up again? And it just doesn't. So so far so good. Now Mike says, why John swearing in French? Because I'm not sure what I was saying. Thomas says, they teach Mandarin in our high school now. Poor kids. I think that's important though, to learn other languages. I just didn't retain it. CJ Benz Fines says, "Hey all, nice to see you, CJ Benz Fines." Mike G says, "I got a stupid $4 upcharge this past month from UPS. I didn't bother fighting it. I'll just bend over. They win." Yeah, $4. I mean, it's not really worth really spending much time. If there's a quick way to dispute it, maybe, but it's not worth spending a whole lot of time fighting it. The video, I want you guys to know, the video that I put out on Tuesday was talking about, do you guys take late returns? I mean, anything, you have a 30-day return policy. If they hit you up on the 31st day, are you making an exception?
Nope.
And taking the return? Crazy enough, we've had 3 such requests. 2 before making that video, and 1 the day we dropped that video. It's so crazy, because those don't happen very often. Let's see.
The answer is no.
Renee says, "I heard if you bought the label from Pirate Ship, it's so easy to win the dispute. I don't know if it's true, though."
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know if there's necessarily any difference on that. That's interesting. Let's see. Hill Valley Vintage, as an Angels fan, were you rooting for Ohtani in the last 2 World Series? Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not a big Dodgers fan. My son-in-law is a Dodgers fan, and I give him crap, but I've got to say, I had a lot of respect for that both teams and how they that was one of the best World Series I've seen in a long time.
I just saw this.
Oh no, who is it?
I don't know.
Oh, that's no good. Reef the Sea Forever says, "It's frustrating because it's been consistent for the past." It's frustrating because it's been consistent for the past 6 months, and then it became unpredictable. Weird.
He's a Dodger pitcher.
Yeah. Duncan says John may have to go back to Uber Eats driving deliveries with his
hell
poor
no.
sales and no Puerto Rico buyers.
No, they're
We're
still
good with
there.
that part.
Well, we've got plenty of those.
No, yeah, I'm not there yet. Not even close. No. Charles Taylor says, what if active servers cost more to store items on for eBay? What if the bot decides this item sucks, move it to dormant mode, or maybe a cheaper server? That would suck, right? And they would never tell us if they did that. They would just let it slide. Here's something that I want you guys to look out for because it's been happening too much to the same items. I have a bunch of Roomba batteries and Roomba charging docks for, doesn't matter what model, Roomba vacuum cleaner. But we have, no, it's not that model. But we have like 10 of the batteries and like 6 of the docks. Every time we make a sale on the damn battery or those docks, you can see, one sold and one left for sale. So it changes our quantity. So I have to go back in the listing, go get an accurate count, put it in there, and save it. And this has happened like now 3 times in the last month with those batteries. And every time I go in and update the quantity. I go and double check. Once I update it, it says the quantity's there. But as soon as it sells, it drops my quantity down to 1 left. It drives me crazy. And it could be why maybe some of our listings aren't even there for the buyer to see. Because you might think, well, why did it take me down to having nothing? Why are all these items sitting here? It could be because you've sold 1 or 2, and that's it. It ended the listing. Yeah. Reef the Sea Forever. Not sure on mine. It was an auction, and the buyer didn't pay right away. It just auto-paid 7 days later. That's no good.
That's weird. Auto pay?
Graham Bates says sales are 34% lower than last month. Still only 4 months selling. Hopefully this is me figuring out what and how to sell. Yeah, you got to get through a full year to kind of get an idea of what months work well for what you sell.
Yeah, and being that we're in Q4, there are some things that are going on in the world right now or in the US right now that could be causing this craziness that nobody's getting sales.
Art by Axis, my chart is always the same. 3 days up to peak, then 3 days down to 1 to 2 sales, then 3 days back up. It's lighthouse effect.
Wow.
And eBay for Life says reselling is a lot of knowledge, but yes, some luck.
Yeah.
Some luck. Brady Bunch Biff says you can't rely on eBay traffic stats when they count some promoted listings ad at the bottom of the page as an impression. If you can trust eBay at all, you have to start with page views. Mm-hmm. John's Tree Dog code. Yes, that would be for Tree Dog. That's another sponsor that we don't have. Renee says, anybody else want to fight to the death? Look up Red Bull Advent.
Anybody else want to fight to the death?
Red Bull Advent? I don't know.
Red Bull Advent?
eBay for License. Goodwill says AI is going to replace storefronts and only drop off locations. That's interesting. I think that the world as we know it today will be very different in 5 years, and it'll be thanks to AI. Whatever that looks like, I'm not going to try to predict what that is, but it's going to change a lot for just how we live.
Apparently, this is it. So, Red Bull Advent Calendar 2025, the energy drinks.
Yes.
It's 11 flavors. So, apparently, people are fighting for them.
Oh, okay. Well, I just don't drink that. Maybe the sugar-free stuff. But Arlie says, my apologies to anybody who has seen my messages before. This is for those who haven't.
Yeah, just forget that person.
Well, thanks for joining us, Arlie. Brian Smith says, what are Q4 sales? I sell vintage chainsaws.
Oh. Interesting.
Let's see. Biff says, I replaced myself with AI. Duncan says, I refreshed the screen and a monkey came up instead of the chat. The monkey was smoking and said something rude in French. He said, Espestechimo. Reap the sea forever.
Say it again.
I don't know if that's anything. Viv never came back and said I was saying something wrong. So I'm assuming it's fine.
Don't know.
I just promote on stuff that's been over 90 days and try to move it out. There you go. Get that stuff out of your store. Thomas S. says, all of those sellers adding 800, 1,000, 2,000 listings to their stores overnight. Red flag city for eBay. I would never blow up my store so fast asking for a problem. Yes. I think you have to use these programs, these listing programs, responsibly, and don't grow too fast. Maybe increase your listing habits. So maybe today I list 50, but in a couple weeks I'll ramp it up to 75, and then maybe I'll get it up to 100, and then maybe, so you're slowly increasing it instead of having something just happen overnight where you're going to flag eBay. Man, we got so many comments. Oh, we got Basket Noodle. Nice to see you, Basket Noodle. Off the shelf collectibles, eBay removed a Lego Luke Skywalker with binoculars minifigure because it was choking hazard in Ireland. Ugh.
Yeah, that can happen.
Not funny, says a guy called Boston Card Hunter put out a short claiming a negative feedback hack. He's normally reliable, but I can't test it. Someone should test it if this actually works. I tested it. Archie, I got a sale. Archie passed.
Oh, mine was better than yours.
Yeah, yours is better than mine. Archie passed it on to me, and I'm like, okay. It says something to the effect of, if you use a certain reason in the negative feedback removal tool, like they use profane language or something else, then the AI is going to just remove it. It's going to trigger it. So I said, okay, I got one on each account that I've never fought, because it's like, I know they're not going to get rid of it. And I used that reason. I didn't even put, well, I'm not going to make up a story on a buyer. I'm just going to put that, right? And in both cases, it denied me within like 2 hours, saying that it said something like, the buyer had a valid reason for leaving a negative feedback. And they were wrong. So you could try it, I guess, but I've tried it for you. John Rad Relics. Must be nice to be rich. No, I'm not
Who's rich?
I ain't rich.
Todd's rich.
Yes. He got a $2.14 refund on shipping from USPS. They said my 15-ounce package weighed 1 ounce. LOL.
1 ounce?
That's crazy. Basket says being rich isn't nice. Has its issues too. Being happy is the key to happiness. Wow, how profound is that? Take the people who, all those stories you hear about people who win the lottery and their life is ruined. Like 2 years later, they're like either broke or they're dead. It's like, no, I don't want to be part of that. Devon loves the Dodgers. That was a great World Series, though. Basket says, if you chase the dollar, it'll do nothing but chase you back. I'd say being rich makes things a little easier, but you got to have the right mindset, whether you're broke or you're rich. I think that's the key thing. Yeah. Shirley says, I have 8 defects on my account, secondary to me, unable to locate items that buyers purchased. Now, eBay will not allow me to do a promoted listing. My sales are down. Is there anything that you can do? You're going to be sort of in timeout for a little while. Just keep doing your best, knowing that you're not going to make as many sales. And then eventually, as you improve your metrics, having fewer and fewer of those, then...
Unfortunately,
here's the thing. While your sales are slow, develop an inventory system that's going to work for you. Yeah. Obviously, there's something going on with your inventory system. So it's time to kind of look into an inventory system that's going to work. And I really don't...
We've had to change ours several times.
The number system works good. Yeah. I love the number system.
The one that we're using now. We've always used a number system, but this system is working way better.
Flip of the Trailer says, hey, what's up, everyone? Heard something about pirate ship and FedEx. I don't know about FedEx and pirate ship. Not funny. The title of the video is Want Zero Negative Feedback, Boston Card Hunter. I don't know if it works. It doesn't work. Save yourself the trouble. I know I'm late reading your comment, but it doesn't work. Surely, unfortunately, they will keep you at below standard for 12 months now before you can promote again. eBay jail.
Wow.
Yeah.
12 months? That's outrageous.
I mean, you can fix the things that's causing you these problems, and then build your store. Keep building your store, and then when you're out of eBay jail, it's sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Basketball impressions at eBay or any website are basically at that an item came up in database query doesn't mean human eyes ever saw it.
Yeah.
Tess Cooks for you. Nice to see you.
Hello.
And Queen Bees, Arizona. I think that stands for Arizona. Nice to see you. Awesome that you're here with us.
Do you live in Queens Creek by chance?
Let's see. Only food I think about is pumpkin cheesecake. You're right there. You're right there. I'll take some pumpkin cheesecake. Yes, I did test it, Devon, and it no work. I tested on both accounts.
No work.
It's Melaleuca. It no work. Basket noodles. So let's say someone searches on the eBay app. That search includes your item, but it doesn't mean it ever came into the cell phone actual viewport. Let's
That would
see.
be- That's
Queen
terrible.
Bee says these are replenishable listings. I really don't want to end them, but I can't load up the quantity because the freaking volume won't go off. Volume pricing glitch will not turn off. That's interesting. Let's do this. We're talking about Tree Cat. Let's give away a hat. Let's give away a shirt. I'm going to run the blurb that I ran last week.
The blurb?
Well,
That's what we're calling
call it
it?
a blurb. It's not a commercial. It's just a blurb to tell you really about Tree Cat. But we are doing the 2 months free still. You sign up by the end of November, you'll get 2 months free on that. So here we go. You hear us talk about Tree Cat a lot on this channel. And yes, it's a cross-listing tool. They support eBay, Mercari, Poshmark. They just added Whatnot. So many features like how about the ability to end your items if it sells on another platform? How about scheduled relist? So, even eBay doesn't offer that, where you can schedule an item to relist every so many days, weeks, or whatever it is. How about the ability to have a library of your listings where eBay only keeps your listing 90 days? TreeCat will keep your listings and your photos indefinitely. So they're adding new features all the time. And the cool thing right now, guys, is between now and the end of October, if you use my code FAE, you will get 2 months for free. That's right, 2 months for free. The cool thing is, if you decide to stay with TreeCat, which I think you will, you only pay as you sell. So if you don't make many sales, you're not going to pay much. There's no monthly fees. There's no sign-up fees or anything like that. You can do it! But use my code FAE to get 2 months for free. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? And what are you waiting for as far as putting your number in? Because people are doing it. I apologize. I should have told you. Put a number in between 1 and 300 in the chat right now. We'll give you a few minutes to read some more comments. And then we will do a drawing for the hat that I'm wearing and a shirt. And you'll have to give us your size of your shirt so that they know what to send you, because the last thing you want if you're an extra large is a small. What the hell are you gonna do with the small? Let's see, did I miss some up the top? I think I did. If eBay had no record, this is Baskin Noodle, if eBay had no record or had to record every item coming into the actual viewport, it would have to do, you did this to me on purpose, a synchronous calls to eBay servers constantly. No infrastructure support that. Yeah. I agree. It's too technical for me, but I agree. Rad Relic says it is important to have a backup store, so if you have an issue with the first store, you can use InkFrog to move your listings to the second store.
Or you could use TreeCat to do
I
that
agree,
too.
but I don't know if eBay will hold your second store in a they'll hold that against you. And I don't know if creating a store after you get in trouble will help. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be entirely wrong there, but I do know, like, if you get suspended, for instance, you can't go and open another store. It's not something that eBay would support. Baskin Noodle says, thus impressions are the result of an item coming up in a search, not necessarily ever seen by human eyes. A view means a person in clicks. Let's see.
Person clicks in.
A random number. I'm asking AI between 1 and 300. So get your numbers
Jim
in.
Jim and Tara.
Get your numbers in.
Ryan, Becky, Al Tour, Christine C, Randall and Lori Gray. Hello.
Yeah, a lot of people that.
Nancy Wilson.
So here's the deal. Everyone have their numbers in 1 and 300. The way it works is we're gonna pick. AI is gonna pick a number. You're gonna watch it pick the number. If we have a tie, let's say it picks 100 and we have someone that picked 102 and someone picked 98, it's the person that didn't go over is going to be the tiebreaker, okay? You can still win if you go over, but you won't win a tiebreaker.
And Keith, I'd appreciate if you keep it down to 1.
Okay, here we go. So, Devon had her last number. She picked 69. That's the last submission we're going to accept. And here we go. John. 247. So we got 247. So let's see who got that one. Jenna's going to look that up here. And I will talk to you guys.
You cleaned your desk.
I
so
cleaned
now
my desk,
I
guys.
don't have
She has
anything.
nothing to complain about. No, can't
write on that.
Can't write on that. Take that. I don't care. Who cares?
Yes.
Good luck finding a pin that works in this house.
Yeah,
So
I know.
she's doing it the old-fashioned way. I use a marker. I don't care what you use. I don't care. Let's see. Who do we have here? So just so you guys know, we are going to do a live stream for the members on Wednesday. So Wednesday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. And we have over 100 people that are members. So, I don't expect everyone to show up, but why not come and hang out with us? And let's take a deep dive either into one of my stores, the store that I'm tracking, or one of your stores to really kind of maybe learn from what each of us are doing. Maybe best practices that you can take with you to when you start listing again or whatever. You need gifts and books. Nice to see you. Hey, you two, I hope you're doing well. Too long no see. I hope you're well. Just got into international shipping program for Canada. First sale to Spain 1 minute ago. I'm glad I can sell to America now.
Awesome. So happy to have you back.
Yeah, we're glad to see you back here. And you must have hit the like button. Christine C. says, sales feel like summer months, not holiday season. And that's what I'm seeing a lot of people that are reporting that. And I think we're just going to have to ride it out. Do the best we can. I always thought that scaling up a little bit when sales are slow, getting more stuff listed gives you more opportunities for the fewer eyes that are looking at items. Maybe try that. But at this point, like Michael Phillips says here,
You can do it!
and with more effort, you're going to get more sales. That I do know. If you just take it as, a lot of people in the summertime go, you know what, I'm not getting sales. I'm just going to step away and not put the effort in. You're certainly not going to fix the problem doing that. Picking with the Pages says we've had a barn fire, lost 7 items that sold before we could pull them.
No.
Sent request to eBay to the fire. It didn't matter. Kept trying to fix, but it took 12 months.
Wow.
Oh, that's no good.
That's terrible.
Derek says, darn it, I missed it. It was outside toss ball with the pup and left my phone in the house.
Oh, damn.
We'll have to get it next time there. Pig with the Pages is open second store and process, no effects from the one on eBay jail. So maybe that's the answer. Maybe you open another store and transfer the other stuff to that store and just let your store sit in solitary confinement without any listings.
This is hard.
247. I did see that Grams and Pops at 254.
Yeah, that's what I have written.
So far it looks like Grams and Pops. Grams is the closest, but that's not official. But yeah, if you the rule is though, if you put multiple submissions, it kind of takes you out of the.
It makes Jenna go crazy.
It takes you out of the loop for the So while Keith put a ton of different numbers, his first 12 disqualify him from the drawing.
Duncan got 255, so so she's closer.
Okay, so right now it's Grams. It looks like, so we're still looking. So here's the thing. What are you guys doing for the weekend?
Jovial's here.
Is Jovial here?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Get your stuff, guys. I mean, maybe you don't
What'd she
have a
say?
whole lot to sell. Jovial says, hey, FA fam, happy National Bittersweet Chocolate with Almonds Day. Cover those nuts in chocolate and let the good times roll. Do you have a winner for us already?
Grams.
Grams from Grams and Pops Vintage. Teresa, send us an email at Flippin' Ain't Easy, FLIPPIN. I'm writing it in the chat here. Ain't Easy 2020 at gmail.com. And send us the size shirt, whether you're getting the hat for you or Corey. Get us a size shirt and a hat, and we will have Tree Cat send that out to you. So, guys, I want to thank you guys for being here with us. We're at the end of our show. But really, the truth is we couldn't do this show without you guys being here and hanging out with us. We love you guys, and it's really why we're still here doing this channel. It's the community that we've kind of collectively built. You've collectively built. And I just want to thank you guys for being here and being the best part of this channel. So thank you for that. Pick of the Pages says, can I buy Pitco a tree cat hat? I don't know if you can buy one.
Keith says, I didn't want to win. I was just messing with Jenna.
We'll work something out with Keith.
Yeah, well,
so,
I owe Keith a lot.
Yeah, so we'll figure something out. But I want to thank you for being here. Want you guys to have an excellent weekend. Get out there while the weather's still warm to get your yard sales and get your merchandise, because chances are someone's going to want what you haven't found yet. So with that said, have a great day, and we will talk to you.
God bless. Have a great weekend.
See you guys.
Bye.
Chargebacks, returns, and lowball offers too. Barrel takedowns, they're a pain. What can we do? High selling fees, bad buys, and rude buyers galore. Flipping ain't easy, but we keep coming back for more. All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. With flipping ain't easy, by your side. Sourcing great items is the key to success. Subscribe to the channel and stand above the rest. Focus on the things that are within your control. Hang with flipping ain't easy. Let's roll. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast Profit Playbooks. The name with Scott and Josh. Flipping's more than a game. All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. With flipping ain't easy, by your side. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays.
You can do it!
Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast Profit Playbooks. The name with Scott and Josh. Flipping's more than a game. All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide.
You can do it!
Flipping ain't easy, by your side. Sourcing great items is the key to success. Subscribe to the channel and stand above the rest. Focus on the things that are within your control. Hang with flipping ain't easy. Let's roll. Let's roll. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast Profit Playbooks. The name with Scott and Josh. Flipping's more than a game. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast Profit Playbooks. The name with Scott and Josh. Flipping's more than a game. All resellers are gonna make mistakes.
Very nice.
Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. The flipping ain't easy, by your side.
So long, sucker.